Good morning, everybody. Colleen here with Colleen Beauty and Fashion. It is early in the morning again, and I'm getting dressed on my way to work again this morning. And today is day 27 of our 30 products by 30 different brands in 30 days Mature Skin Makeup Challenge. So today I have another eyeshadow palette, but this one is all neutrals and all mattes, and it's by the brand Revolution, and that's a brand out of the UK. It's an affordable brand as well, and the reason why I wanted to do this palette, let me just show it to you. It's all beautiful neutral shades and all mattes, you can see. Pretty much mattes. I think the black might have a little bit of shimmer in it. But anyway, I wanted to do this palette because I realized that when I choose my eyeshadow, I quite often choose shimmery and, you know, more colorful shades. That's just my preference. But I do know that a lot of people prefer a more subtle look and more mattes than shimmers. So I thought I would do this and prove that I can do it. I can do a matte look of neutral shades, and it can be a very beautiful look too, and definitely very wearable. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to do a lovely neutral look with this Revolution eyeshadow palette. It's called Reloaded Basic Mattes. So it's also quite a large palette, and there are some beautiful shades in here, but I'm going to point out the ones that I think I'm going to use today. I'm not going to swatch them for you because it's early morning and I don't have a lot of time, but you can see the shades pretty well. I might swatch the ones I decide to use. But I'm going to do an eyeshadow technique called a halo this morning because I think it would be nice to have something bright in the middle. I still want something bright in the middle. And so I'm going to do this shade, I think, this kind of pinky shade here. And then for the deeper shades, I'm going to use the browns. Maybe these two. Okay? So I'm going to try and give those ones a swatch for you so you can see. Okay. So, here's the three shades I'm going to use. You can't really see the pink one. It's down here. And then kind of a medium brown and a deeper brown. They all swatch very nicely. The very smooth, very velvety formulation. And I do believe that Revolution does do good eyeshadow palettes. I've seen reviews on them from other YouTubers, particularly in the UK. So let's get moving with this eyeshadow look for this morning. So I did put some primer on my eyes, so that's ready to go. And everything else that I'm wearing on my face will be listed with some links in the description box below. So let's start with the transition shade. I'm going to use, as I mentioned, that pinky shade as my transition shade in the crease. Just with a back and forth motion here. Then on the other side, this is a crease brush. It's a little big for my eyes, so I'm looking for a smaller version. I think BK Beauty might have one. So I'm looking at getting that. They have a set that's for small hooded eyes. I'll list it in the box for you. Because I definitely have small hooded eyes. And I think I can show you my hood right there. It's getting hoodier all the time. So there we go. There's our first shade on the lids. So for our second shade, I'm going to use that medium brown I showed you, and I'm going to use it on the inner third of my eye here. So here we go. This is an angled eyeshadow brush. And I'm just going to go into this medium shade and put it on the inner third. And as always, I haven't put concealer under my eyes yet in case I get any fallout. I can brush that away. and still put my concealer on and correct everything. So these are very light shadows, very low pigment, I would say, but a nice pretty effect. I think you can see there the brown on the inner. It's a light brown, a tan shade. So there we go, shade number 2. And for the outer corner, I'm going to use this deeper brown that I swatched for you. And I have just another eyeshadow brush. Actually, I'm going to switch brushes. I want my tappy brush. Where is he? Here he is. This is my little eyeshadow brush that I call my tapping brush, because you can put the color on the end and then just tap it into the corners, which I find works well for putting a deeper color on the outer corner. And then you can get it up onto your little hoodie part and make it fade away. So that's what I do. And then afterwards I will blend it all, so you don't have to worry it doesn't look like this in the end. There is some fallout from this one, the deeper shade. Now, as I mentioned, I want a bright color in the middle. So I'm going to choose, I think, this kind of camel color. And I'm going to use my finger to apply this. And it's just very subtle. There, can you see why I put the camel color in? There we go. So now I'm going to blend everything with my original brush that I used as transition. Go in and blend everything in, not out and down, but in and up. So I take that deep color and kind of blend it in towards. And we don't worry about this outer edge here because we can clean that up with our concealer. Just want to blend everything in right now. So, what do we think? I will go away and finish my blending and clean everything up and put the rest of my look on for today, and I will be back. So here we go. Here's my finished look for today. I have another beautiful scarf on today. This one is from our local symphony, and it was one of a kind. So it's a treasure for me. I love scarves. I may have said this. You may have heard me say this before. I think they can really tie an outfit together, and I think some of them can be so pretty. I just like to look at them. So I did go scarf shopping on Amazon for my Mother's Day wish list, and I have some links to what I found on there below. There are some beautiful silk scarves on Amazon. I was quite surprised, actually. So I'm learning new things all the time. So anyway, back to the look for today. This is my finished look, and today we are featuring this beautiful eyeshadow palette from Revolution. All mattes, all neutrals, and I think this will be a really handy palette to have. The texture was very nice. It was very blendable, nice and velvety. And this is an affordable palette, and I think it was even on sale when I bought it. So I bought it at our local Shoppers Drug Mart here in Canada, and it is available online. So I will put a link for it. But just a really, I think, a great little palette that you'll use a lot. And so it's really worth the price, especially at that. So I, so far, really like it. But of course, I will be checking in with you at lunchtime to see how it's wearing. The test, as it is for any eyeshadow, is does it go in the creases? Does it fade? You know, how does it look after a few hours at lunchtime? Because it's only going to get worse after that. So I will check back in with you at noon. So hello, here we are. It's noon. It's time to check in on the eyeshadow from Revolution that we put on this morning. So here we go. Now, I had a look in the mirror, and I think what I'm seeing is a little tiny bit of creasing here, but it did blend out beautifully, and I think the shadows have held their own integrity. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. I don't want everything to melt into a black piece of mud when I'm using matte shadows. And so I think this did quite well. It's holding up quite well. And so I would, recommend it if you're into mattes and you like neutral colors. This palette definitely has a wide range of shades that are effective for that. So I would definitely go invest in it if you have Revolution in your area, and I will also link to it in the description box for this video. So have how many days now? 2 days, 3 days left on our 30-day makeup challenge. So after that, we'll be doing a review of all the products, the things that really worked well, both high-end and drugstore. I'm going to do a full face and a review for you. So there's been a lot of wonderful things that I've discovered over the past month, and some things that, we could take a pass on. So stay tuned for that. So here's Miss Bonnie to say goodbye, as we do at the end of our videos. On the last video, we had a disaster, and I lost our video of us saying goodbye. So she wasn't in yesterday's video, but she's back. So she will say bye-bye to the people. She's got her paw caught in my scarf. Say bye-bye, people. Bonnie, bye-bye, people. Bye-bye. Okay, as always, if you like this video and the content on my channel, please like and subscribe. I'd love you to join our community of amazing women from all over the world. And I can see by my analytics that people are joining us from all kinds of wonderful places on this planet. So that's my goal, to build a worldwide community of amazing women who love beauty and fashion and appreciate joy in life. That's my big motto. Let's have some joy. Let's have some fun. Okay, so like and subscribe, and I'll say bye-bye for now.